I think for advantages out of with failures on this perception check, you guys feel through the force a presence approaching you before you hear a man kind of come almost out of nowhere. And it's kind of a young man in a jumpsuit. It doesn't look too dirty, too messy or anything like that, but it's, clearly he's some kind of maintenance worker or something along those lines. And he just comes right up and starts talking your ear off and says,
Hey, I'm Din. I heard you talking to Woodford about Wreck Punk. Are you a fan?
Yeah, I just heard it for the first time yesterday. I thought it was great.
Just yesterday? And you're already... Wow.
Yeah.
I like the vibrations.
That's surprising. That's awesome. Yeah. It's good stuff. I mean, you can really feel it, you know?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. I think I'd be pretty good at it. Like, look at this mouth. He opens his mouth, shows his big teeth. I think I'd be pretty good at it, don't you?
You should definitely give that a try. Definitely. You guys aren't, dressed like Wreck Punk fans. I was really surprised to hear you talking about that. What brings you two down this way? Was it just the music? How did you hear about this place?
For tonight, yeah, it's just the Wreck Punk. We're actually, we're from out of town.
Oh, you look like it.
Well,
we heard it up on the surface yesterday, up near the top levels, and somebody told us about this place.
You don't look like the people up top at all. Dressed that way, at least. Are you city officials? Are you from off-world?
Yeah, of course. We're from off-world, and like most people here in Bespin, just trying to build some roots in. Heard about this place, thought I'd come check it out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm so glad you're here. I saw you paying. Those hut credits go a long way, but I was just curious where you two might be from.
I'm actually from Coruscant.
Bava.
Those aren't next to each other.
We have some mutual acquaintances on Bava.
Gotcha.
We thought we'd stop by here while we're in the system. Kind of, just fell into place, plans.
Yeah. I get that. What kind of work do you two do?
I like to help mediate conflicts between folks.
Mediator?
I'm a teacher.
A teacher? Interesting. You get a lot of teaching jobs there in Hut Space?
It's one-on-one stuff mostly. It's more of a tutoring kind of thing.
Oh, I hear that. Okay.
People pay top credit for a core world education.
What kind of things do you... I mean, like, core world education? I'm nowhere near the core. What sort of special things do you teach?
It's a lot of politics. Nothing you'd be interested in.
Yeah, politics. It's like the antithesis of Wreck Punk, you know?
Yeah. You gotta know it to hate it, right?
That's right, I guess. Sure, that sounds good to me. So, are you looking for something special with your music? You've got the look that you're out here searching for something, Look, I only ask because I'm a finder of things, and with you two not normally being from around here, it looks like maybe the two of you might need something, and I'm happy to offer my services.
Why don't you have a seat? Tell us what you're getting at.
Sure.
I'll get you a drink.
He slams down his drink and slides into the booth right next to Kel.
And I get Wootrid's attention for one more.
It's a modified DO droid that brings it over. It's got a little flat top head. You can imagine R2-D2 serving drinks, but DO instead. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what this is.
Yeah.
Din takes the drink and kind of settles up, and he's just like,
I'm glad you asked, because, just between us, I'm kind of... I'm in import-export, if you catch my drift. In a city like this,
I think I do.
Goes a pretty long way around here on parts and things that have just gone missing and, might have fallen off the back of a freighter, So I'm just trying to get the lay of the land. I'm just figuring things out, and I need some new customers. So Can I get anything for you? Is there anything I can... Yeah. Are you two searching for anything in particular?
Well, Din, it's like I said, I specialize in mediating in conflicts. And in order to do that, you really got to know both sides.
Like the pikes and the huts, right?
Or...
That's the kind of mediation we're talking about, not to put too fine a point on it.
Once upon a time. Yeah, I've been between them before. No, this is a new opponent. Likes storms.
Well, I think the weather's pretty calm around here. I mean, it'd have to be in the climate-controlled area up top. I mean, maybe it rains up there. I can't say I've ever seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
Din, you said your name was Din?
Yeah. Zarla Din.
Zarla Din. All right. Is Zarla Din a human, an Ugnaught?
He's a human. Yeah, a young man.
He's a human. Okay.
Mechanics, jumpsuit kind of thing.
Right. I'd be interested in hearing more about what particular sort of stuff you import and export. A guy like you look like you really know what's going on. I mean, based on your outfit, I'd say you're probably with one of the maintenance crews, maybe with the docks, something like that. But
yeah, I work down at the docks, lower dock 18. Yeah. But that's just my day job, Like I said, I'm in import-export too. It's just between us.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, no, I totally get that. Is there anything in particular that you like to import? Favorite things?
I like to make the customer happy.
I could tell you're really good at that.
Thanks. I work hard at it, I'm kind of curious, though. Your outfits kind of match, like you're from the same place. Are you security forces up top? I mean, that's an interesting stun baton attached to your belt.
I am so bored of this. Lodee moves her glass to the center of the table and then uses the force to lift it up.
And Din is definitely he puts a hand out, I think is what he does, underneath the glass. Waves it back and forth.
To test it.
Yeah. And kind of around it.
Din, what do you know about the Jedi?
Jedi? I don't think I know anything about the Jedi.
That's fine.
Are you Jedi?
We're interplanetary peacekeepers.
Peacekeepers? Like police?
No.
Because if you are, you have to tell me, Yeah, you do have to tell me.
Right.
We definitely
no,
do
we're
not care about your import-export business, if that's what's worrying you.
Ah. Okay, good. Yeah.
You do what you've got to do to survive. We get it.
Yeah. Oh, what are Jedi like? What are you looking for? Because while you're here on Cloud City, I'm your guy. I got you.
Listen, Din. We came here with some... we're investigating a sensitive topic. You seem like an upstanding guy, side business aside. I'd really like to trust you on this, but I need to know that I can. I'd like to do a leadership check.
Okay. I mean, Din is definitely...
Yeah, you could trust me.
Kind of guy. He's enthusiastic. He has quite the sparkle in his eyes. So we're going to give you 2 reds and a purple to leadership this guy.
2 reds and a purple.
Oh.
Can I have a boost for the magic trick that Lodee just did?
The answer for that is actually no. You may not.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Equal dice going here. Got a great track record tonight. I feel good about this. got a good feeling about this. That's 2 advantages.
Excellent.
So like I said, Din, I just need to know that I can trust you.
Well, there's nobody more trustworthy than Din. You can ask any of these people. I'm your guy. Look, I'm here. I'm ready to go. Just let me know, okay? And I can help you with it, all right? You got to start small. Is there something I can start small with? Something, just a little...
For my 2 advantages, can I notice a detail or 2 on Din that maybe I didn't notice before?
Yeah. I think for one of them, you will notice that Din isn't drinking the drink that you got for him.
Neither am I.
And I'll say that despite his suit, his mechanic's suit, it's probably too clean. Not a lot of grease on it.
Yeah. All right.
Are we in a booth?
You're in a booth.
I kind of
Den is next to Kel.
It's
slide
next to me.
down to the end of my bench and put up my feet on the opposite bench so that Din would have to get past my legs to get out of the booth. But for all its intents and purpose, I just look like I'm lounging.
Yeah. I just got one or two more little questions for you. You know, I just want to make sure we're on the same page about things. You said you worked over at, was it Bay 16?
18. Dock 18.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a mechanic.
Bay
over
18.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How long have you had that job?
It feels like forever, honestly. It's just day after day after pretty much been there from day one. It's the first part of the city that they really set up, and there's a lot of stuff coming through, and now I got the inventory of everything that comes in, work with some pretty great people too, I mean, I got a good thing going down there.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Well, Lodee, should we tell him the thing?
I think we should.
Yeah, hit me with it. You got your feet up here? You need new boots?
Oh no, the temple outfits us with all the things that we could possibly need. No, what we need is information.
Information?
Din.
Yeah. What kind of information do you need?
Maybe some of the people you've been dealing with.
Client list is secret. I mean, if you
yeah,
were
I
clients,
get it. No, I don't want you to tell me any. I'm not a cop, by the way. I'd tell you if I was.
Well, you'd have to. That's the rule. I mean, if I ask and you say no, it's against the law.
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
we're just looking for a particular person.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We're not really interested in stuff. I know it's your main business here, but really just looking for the people who are super into this rec punk stuff. Maybe people with a little bit of a temper, like to dress up funny.
What kind of funny? I'd say you two are dressed up pretty funny.
Yeah,
I mean,
know.
no offense, it's just...
No, none taken. I get it all the time. Big masks. How about that?
Big masks? Huh?
Nihil. Din.
Sorry, what?
Nihil.
Nihil? You think there's Nihil here?
Didn't we know there are Nihil here?
You know there's Nihil here? That'd be bad for business.
It would. And we don't want anything to be bad for your business. Yeah, they're gonna disrupt trade.
Well, yeah.
Might even take from you, because that's what they do. They just take what they can get.
Wow, that's unexpected. Okay, well, they wouldn't be on any official shipping manifest or anything like that.
Of course not.
Like, that information might be more difficult, but down at my office at Dock 18, I keep my own log. I have to write things down, otherwise I forget them, but we can check logs for unusual things, masks, anything Nihil related. I don't even know what we would be looking for, but...
Can either of us do a perception on exactly how much truth this person is telling?
You can.
Or vigilance? I don't know.
Yeah, I think that like sense emotions or something like that is going to be more your speed than my speed.
Yeah, I probably should just use. Well, no, I don't have that one. I guess I do. I can sense emotional state. I can sense thoughts.
Okay.
Let's do that. One dark side.
Ooh.
It's not the time. Kel opens up his mind a little bit to the beings in this room and senses that there are maybe people who, I don't know. He senses intentions of all the people around here, and some of them are good and some of them are bad, and he can't quite place which ones are which, and he does not look further into it.
Whoa, you okay there, friend? Thought we lost you for a minute.
Oh no, everything's fine.
Well, like I was saying, I'll go down to the dock and go over my notes to look for anything out of the ordinary. You guys can come along and meet me there later.
Maybe, hyperdrive parts?
Hyperdrive parts.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
And the specific ship is...
A Swan Tech TL 1800. Yeah, that was the one. Yeah.
And it's heavily modified.
And they're carrying hyperdrive parts?
Yeah.
Or they're looking to purchase hyperdrive parts.
Gotcha. Okay. Do you want me to meet you back here later, or
Why don't we meet you down
what?
there? Can we?
How do I get a
meet
hold
you
of
down there? You feel okay about that?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do that.
Dock 18. There's a little
Dock
warehouse
18.
door to the right, and right back in there, that's where my office is.
Great. What's your position, Doc 18?
Mechanic.
Just a mechanic? You get your own office for that?
Well, I mean, it was a closet, and I converted it for my import-export business. I thought that was
All right.
understood.
Okay, got it. All right, we'll see you down
Okay,
there.
sounds good.
And Din goes to slide out of the booth.
I remove my legs.
Okay. Kind of scampers off through the door.
I don't know how I feel about him.
Yeah, there was something off about him. A little too friendly, if you ask me.
Because he's a little too clean.
Yeah, did you notice that? His coveralls were brand new.
Mm-hmm. I have a bad feeling about that.
I guess we'll see. We'll should just be on our guard when we go down there.
Well,
Do you want to stay for the music, or?
I kind of do. I'm interested by this brand new rec punk band that just came in.
That seems a little suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, are they just here for the night? Are they parking their Swan Tech TL 1800 somewhere nearby? I mean, you don't have access to any of the systems, computers, anything like docking manifest, do you?
No, but I can talk to the O'Donnells.
Might not be a bad idea.
We could do that tomorrow. Maybe it's already pretty late right now.
Yeah, all right. So I guess we just hang out for a little while until the band shows up.
All right. Well, there's kind of a loud ring, like a bell, like, end of school bell or end of day school bell kind of thing. And then as you guys are waiting, you see more and more of the workers of the last shift kind of come in and all of that. And this band takes the stage, and
Kel puts his earplugs in.
there's a blue-skinned Twi'lek, a Klatooinian, and a... What else we got?
What else we got from the crew of
Weequay,
that ship? A couple humans, Aqualish,
Weequay, and then the
Weequay.
Deveronian.
and the Cheddar fan. Well, I didn't see the
Oh,
Deveronian
there's definitely
anyway.
a Cheddar fan there, too.
I didn't see the Cheddar fan either. Are they wearing masks?
They aren't wearing masks.
Do they have any
Okay.
tattoos or anything like that?
They don't, interestingly enough. The Cheddar fan lowers the microphone down to the right level and squeaks into the microphone.
We are red herring! 1, 2, 3, 4!
And they start up their rec punk music.
Funny name, huh?
Yeah. Does this sound at all familiar? Does it sound familiar at all?
I can't stand this music.
All right, I think we should go see Din. I'm not feeling anything. I mean, I guess I could try and open myself up to the Force, but I think the Force is already telling me, move on.
What?
I think we should go to Din.
Okay.
So shall we wipe to out front of Dock 18?
Yeah.
I think we're standing there. We're fairly wary.
Yeah. You're definitely on guard, and you're outside of Dock 18. Dock 18 is the lowest dock for Cloud City. It's on the lowest level, and it's got a massive portion of it that's open air. And beside that, I mean, there's a few docks down there, but this Dock 18 has this, it's the last one in a row of docks, and this one has the warehouse attached to it that Den had mentioned to you. There's a door off to the right that looks like it's going in kind of the office for the docks, and you can tell that the warehouse in and of itself is, the hangar, I should say, is particularly deep. You can put large freighters in here and offload massive amounts of cargo. And I think it's pretty obvious that Din was telling the truth on Dock 18 was kind of the first dock into Cloud City. They kind of built up from here. So this looks like a ring that eventually got enclosed and then built on top of for the rest of the city. It's later in the evening, it's after third shift. And so there's, I think we'll say the moon is out again. It's gotten into the evening, early evening, but it's evening now. And there's only a handful of people milling about this level at these docks. There's a lot more droids loading and unloading cargo from freighters, but the pilots and the workers and all of that have found their way to one tavern or another.
All right. Kel's definitely got his force feelers out, and I'm
Lodee
going to use
too.
the sense power to upgrade difficulty with a committed force die. So if somebody does attack, then the attack is upgraded.
Okay.
So that's what Kel does in situations like this.
Lodee is using her farsight to just sort of be aware of anything behind any sort of obstacles, or that might be hiding in the darkness. So yeah, that is at a medium range.
Out to a medium range. There's definitely some feelings of life around you. There's some people, like I said, milling about, going about their business. There's a few people working in the warehouse and things along those lines. Assuming, I'm not going to say you have to, but assuming you guys are going inside, you're welcome to make a hard perception or vigilance check as you go in.
I will.
Can I have a boost die since I can see through the walls?
No. I mean, you should have a built-in perception for that, or boost dice for your perception. So that's the one for seeing through the walls. You don't get another one.
Okay.
All right, so I got 1 success and 1 advantage.
Oh, and I got a threat.
Did you succeed, or is it just a straight threat?
Just a straight threat.
So as you guys are entering Dock 18, coming in through that door, I think Din comes strolling out towards you,
Guys, you made it just in time.
and he's motioning you back towards the...
My office is right back this way.
And as you guys are kind of heading into the area, you spot some of the warehouse workers that are loading some of the crates onto some of the repulsor carts that they have for that. Kel definitely notices that they definitely have an eye on you. They're watching you pretty closely. Way more attention is being paid to you than was at Wutrid's Tavern. And those crates, I would say for your advantage, are definitely marked as inbound, but they look like they're being loaded for export. And the threat was simply that Din is with you now and ushering you in further into the warehouse.
I found some very interesting information as I was looking at the shipping charts.
Uh-huh.
That Sawantech, it had come by. It wasn't like straight information. It wasn't docked on official records, but it was cited as going past some of the freighters, so it's in the system for sure. My office is right over here.
Is that all the info you've got?
Well, no. I wanted to show you the records, the freighters that saw it and where they saw it, and there have been parts that have been going missing. Can you believe it? Yeah, missing components.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they just saw it fly by. That's it?
Well, they just registered it. It could be docked in the city even. It could be right here.
And the office, that you guys have come to a stop right outside the office, the closet for Den. And the door slides open, and standing in the doorway is a Deveronian with a big mask on and says,
Griff.
Good job, Din. Now, go be useful.
puts a hand up kind of in front of him, like a stop motion.
I'm glad the two of you decided to stop by. I'm here to talk. I was hoping to be able to have a conversation with you. Can we do that? Can we talk?
Well, I'm listening. Kel?
It depends.
Fair enough, I understand.
I'd like the rest of your crew to identify themselves. I take it they're right over there loading the crates.
You're among friends.
The people loading the crates are also now wearing masks. Rebreathers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was easy enough.
Din slips his on as well.
Yep.
I've got one too. All right, so, well, you've got us surrounded. We're all ears.
You're amongst friends here. That was some unfortunate business yesterday. You damaged my ship, we damaged you, but it doesn't have to be like this. Let's just say there's an opportunity that I don't think you're aware of. There's a curiosity about your kind, and I was hoping that we might have some time for questions.
You'll note that my friend the Keldor is not with us today. I will field your questions, but my patience is wearing thin.
But you're here! That's a sign of strength. Those who aren't here today just didn't have the strength to make it. That's the way the galaxy spins. That's what I was hoping to talk to you about. We could be stronger together. Jedi and Nihil.
That's really what you're... That's the idea you were going to float here?
So interesting to me that a bunch of anarchists would think that you could get the Jedi Order.
Order.
Yeah.
Oh, the Jedi Order who sent you to your deaths yesterday. I think we've proved that we're much stronger than your Order in that fight. We've heard rumors about you, Jedi. What a shame that you renounce all attachment. What do you have if you don't have anything?
We have the light.
We have the Force.
And you've said so much about the strength of the Nihil versus the Jedi Order, but I'm pretty sure the ones who came out on top at the Battle of Kur was not the Nihil. See, you can sow your destruction and chaos as much as you want, but we're going to balance it.
Maybe I was wrong about you two. See, I thought that since you made it out of your little predicament yesterday, maybe you'd be able to see reason. That the way of the Nihil, riding the storm, that was a true path. So now, renounce your Jedi Order and join us.
Preach your evangelism all you want. You'll find no converts here.
Kel just gestures towards Lodee, like, she said it. That's it.
Well then, if you won't join us, then you'll just have to die.
And we might as well roll initiative.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Path of the Storm. Today's episode was produced by Nightcast Creative. To find out more about Nightcast Creative and the shows that we make, visit nightcastcreative.com. Today's episode is also brought to you by Dicey Cantina and Erica Goodwitch. For more of Dicey Cantina, visit diceycantina.com or youtube.com/c/Dicey Cantina. Thanks to Andrew for running this adventure. Thanks to Sam from the StarBirds and Doug for lending their voices to this episode. The seed for this adventure can be found as the modular encounter, If It Sounds Too Good to Be True, in the Nexus of Power supplement for the Star Wars role-playing game by Fantasy Flight Games and Edge Studios.